Hi guys, welcome back to the series of the NDA. So, the next one is entitled Upside Down. When I was the VKS, Punde turned the academy upside down. I mean just that. Every ACA of the academy, there used to be just one every term, thank you God. You used to feel that when the discipline of the academy was not up to the mark, he knew what to do. Once the Sunday movie in the auditorium was over, he would order the whole academy, less than the six termers, his course mates, to front roll to the mess for dinner, and front roll we did, with fifth term sergeants urging us to roll faster with Dharmendra and Amitabh Bachchan, who were whoever it was who acted in the movie soon forgotten. Yes, I know that Sudan block looks like upside down, and the shortest route to the mess from the auditorium is via naval training team. Fox, don't I know it? Camp life. We second terms were introduced to camp life in Camp Greenhorn. We were taught to pitch in banquets and tents, how to live neatly in camp. Map reading was fun after I realized the contour lines did not represent tracks on the ground. It was nice eating in our enamel plates and drinking hot tea in an enamel mug. At the campfire, I whistled a song, आगे भी जाएं ना तू, with Ravi Khetpal strumming the guitar, and I won a prize for it. The last time of the camp was the Josh run from the campsite back to the academy. It was the biggest test of stamina and endurance that I had experienced till then. Anyhow, I did it and even carried the stretcher for a larger part of the run. The Josh run ended near the PT gym, and I drank almost four enamel mugfuls of Nimbu Pani, which was made freely available only to the violently sick and retrenching thereafter. But I was up and up soon enough in time to receive my prize for the Commandant Rear Admiral Batra. Having dinner at the campfire in Greenhorn, Candy, Obes, and SSC Nair are with us in the above picture. NDA bicycles. At the beginning of each term, cadet is issued with a bicycle which remains his personal property within throughout the term. I can still remember that my bicycle in my first term and second term was J108. In order to ensure that it was not taken away by anybody else, I rigorously used a chain and lock. Everybody else, but you can't use a lock and chain to keep the tire walls intact. So, all of us had our GC reserve of cycle walls. That was discipline while cycling too. There was a discipline while cycling. Every cycle squad had a squad leader who would be in the lead and the rest would follow in twos. When an officer passed from the opposite side of the road, the squad leader would hold a Savdhan Chal, and all the cyclists in the squad would pull their arms. Once the danger had passed, the rearmost cyclist would yell Vishram Chal, and so on and so forth. Our valiant steeds were really a bound. Without them, we would never have been able to reach our outdoors or indoor time classes in time, especially if we had a weapon training class in equitation period. And God help us if we were caught cycling without a squad by an appointment or a drill start. Lift your bloody bikes. The order was barked out at us, and then was our bikes which we were doing the ride on. Tant policeman Bajri order. I have noticed that you are looking a bit puzzled. What on earth you are asking yourself is this animal claim? Tant policeman Bajdi order. I shall enlighten you in this moment. Tant is a nickname for a guy from Maharashtra derived from a historical figure called Tantya Top. I don't know why, but calling a tant always raised his hackles. And Bajri order is Chindit order with lots of Bajri in the big pack. So, you were unfortunate enough to be called in this rig. You would have to put on KD shorts, white patrol jacket, black web belt, blue patrol cap, riding patties and chappals, and then of course Bajri order on top of that. And if the senior who had called you in this rig was in a sour mood or wanted to have his fun, you would be standing in the corridor directing traffic light like the police Good policeman you were supposed to be, much to the abusement of the fellow Juliets passing through. Cross country. One big term, one big item in the agenda of the inter-squadron cross-country competition, which was held every term and which counted towards the inter-squadron championship banner. In our time, it was 13-kilometer run starting from the glider's room pass to Lone Tree Hill and over hill and Dale Hill till we could see the flags fluttering in the distance and taped enclosures backed in the glider room, and the hordes of galley colored vests would make a dash for the finish point, hoping to make it to the early enclosures. For some reasons that I am unable to fathom till today is that why they made us run in our riding boots. No matter how hard I tried, I could never do better than the fourth enclosure. I had made an Ethiopian course mate by the name Tuduzis, who always came first, and he would give such a solid lead to the rest of the academy that just two or three guys came in the first enclosure, and after 15th or so in the second, and then the hordes poured in. I remember that I tried so hard to better performance in my fourth term cross country run that I fainted about a kilometer short of the finish. Surendra Damodar, a fifth termer of my squadron, literally picked me up to get me over the finish line. Such was the squadron spirit. This was what the NDA taught us to do or die for the unit you belong to, and it remains drilled in the mind of every young man worth his salt who has passed out from it. Damo became the squadron captain, cadet captain in the sixth term, an absolutely wonderful human being became, if ever knew one. May his soul rest in peace. He died in an air crash few years ago. I remember seeing him obituary in the morning papers and grieving over the same. Yes, how can I forget my final term cross country? The PTO Major Sudarshan Singh told me I was ACA in the sixth term to go out in front and control the unruly mob of cadets stomping and cheering their teams, willing the race to get started. All of the sudden, he put down the stuttered flag, and I saw a mass of humanity charging towards me. I turned around and took off myself. I wish somebody could have taken my photo at that instant. Bobby Shah. Leading the academy in the course race, I would have got the photo enlarged and framed and fibbed my grandchildren about my purses. I had managed to maintain the lead of all of my 5 seconds till the super runner whizzed me out. The best part of the story is that I came third in the third enclosure that term. The other reason that why my sixth term cross country race comes back to mind is the unsolved mystery of mush behind the bush. Let me explain. I have a course mate called Sharma who sports in a big mustache, nice big mustache. To the best of our knowledge, he was no great shakes as a cross country runner. Yet the race ended. We were all astonished to hear that the old Sharma had come third in it. Rumor has it was that the guy who was actually coming third suddenly saw someone erupt from a bush towards the end of the race in front of him, and it was further said by somebody whose name I forgot that Sharma wasn't even sweating at the end of the race. So it was just like I have known as Bobby Oji Shah to my course mate. Sharma sports a new name since then, Mush behind. Hope you like the video. Please share, subscribe, or comment your advices below. Thank you.